Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be taking you on a tour through the GIS environment, and then I'm also going to be teaching you how to add data onto your GIS environment. So first, I'll take you on this tour. So to begin, you'd open our ArcMap. You can search for it, but I already have it here. If you don't have it shown up like this, you can just simply type ArcMap and it will come up, and then you just click on it and then you wait for it to load. But then I need to remind us all that for you to really enjoy using ArcGIS, you need to have your laptop connected to the internet, and you're going to see a little ball like this. Make sure that it shows connected to ArcGIS online. If it's not showing so, you right click and then click on test connection. Alright, so this will pop up. Alright, so here we'll have our GIS environment. I'm going to click on the blank map. Now this here is your GIS working environment. Now here we have our data view. This is where our maps are drawn. This is where data is shown. Now you notice that as I move the cursor around, notice at the bottom here the units are changing. Alright, units are changing to this workstation. Now on the left hand side we have our table of contents. Table of content here shows the different layers you're working with. Now GIS is usually based on layers, and you can either choose to turn off a layer or turn them back on. So all the layers are shown here in the table of contents. Now we have so many tools available for use here in the GIS. You have the zoom tool, which is zoom in and zoom out. You have the pan tool, you have the full extent, you have the fixed zoom, you have the select, identify, and many others. And of course I'll be teaching us how to use most of these tools, but as you keep exploring, as you keep using this software, you will learn on your own how to use the others. So I'm going to be showing you now how to add data to this. In our previous video I talked about obtaining data using Google Map. Alright, so now we'll have data. How do we bring it to the GIS environment? So we'll need Excel to do that. Now I already have data added to my Excel sheet, so I'm just going to type and look for that data. Yeah, this is it. Alright, fine. So I have this data gotten from my Google Map. Now I wish to bring this onto the GIS environment so I can work with it. Alright, so to do that, having saved it as an Excel format, you have to receive it in a different format. So I'm just going to go to File. I'm going to click on Save As. I'm going to choose wherever I want it to be. Probably let it be on my desktop. So I'm going to just call this test location. Alright, and now this is very important. You're going to have to select the CSV comma delimited. CSV comma delimited. Alright, so I click on OK and I click on Save, and here we have it saved. So I come to my GIS environment and I go to my file, then I look for my add data. I go to add XY data. Now I come to this place here and I click on this folder option. Now automatically brings it to my desktop. But if for any reason it doesn't bring it to your desktop, you can just click on this here, click to connect to folder, and select where you have saved that file. For me, it's on my desktop, so I'm just going to click on desktop and click on OK. So it's going to connect to that folder. So let's see, I saved it as test location, right? So I'm just going to click on add. And so automatically the X and Y axis have been filled here with the longitude and the latitude. Alright, so I'm going to also add a coordinate system. The GIS relies on coordinate system, and there are several coordinate systems. The widely used coordinate system is the WGS 1994, and you find out under the geographic coordinate system. So we're going to use that. So I'm just going to click on this plus sign here to expand that, and I'm going to scroll down to world, and then I'm going to scroll down again to WGS 1984, and then I click on OK. Now when all that is done, I simply click on OK, and it's going to tell you it's going to create a layer with this file, and I'm going to just say OK, create a layer. So here you have it. You have two dots here. You have this, and then you have this. But then we really don't know where these dots are or where these locations are because you have a white background. So we can add some context to this. And to do so, all we need to do is just to come to this icon here. Watch the icon again. The icon is add data. Alright, so I'll click on this and I'll click on add base map. I'll click on add base map. Now if you don't have your GIS connected online, these icons will be grayed out. The add base map icon will be grayed out. Okay, so I'm just going to click on the OpenStreetMap and let's see. I'm going to add that. Now whatever it is you do, it's always shown here on the table of contents. Now also notice this little earth rolling here. It shows that there's some background work being done, so you have to wait for it to finish. Alright, so my dots are lost, so to do that, to bring them back, I'm just going to right click on this. Okay, can you stop running? So good. So right click and then you click on zoom to layer. Zoom to layer. So it's going to bring you back to where you were before. Now these were the dots I have. These are the locations I've chosen. This guy and this guy. And if you're familiar with this area, you can see that truly this is Abuloma. I can decide to zoom out. Alright? I can decide to zoom out so I can have a better view of the area. Okay? Now I can also decide to pan. To pan means once you click and hold, you can move the screen to anywhere you want. Alright, so this is how you add data to your GIS environment. So you can also have more data points. You just need to list them out like you saw me do there. And the moment you click on add and you bring it to your GIS environment, you'll have all the points shown here on your drawing space. Alright, thank you for watching.